Welcome to Living Your Path. I am Cecile Ferry, a coach and astrologer. I'm here to guide you on how to live and work in alignment with your true self so you can find fulfillment and serenity. Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to the coaching corner for this week. So in line with Scorpio season, which I covered in the Cosmic Catch-Up on Monday, go and check it out if you haven't yet. I want to talk about honesty today. And this topic has been coming at me through different people lately, so I do know I'm called to talk about it. So for me, honesty comes quite naturally. It's my number one strength. If you don't know what your strengths are, it's a really important thing in life. I have done a specific episode on that. It was episode number 3 on the podcast. So go back, check it out. It was under the Career Plus Life Catch-Up at the time, not Living Your Path, but it is in the same feed. And it has the link on the test you can take to find out what your strengths are. So mine is honesty, even like if I retake this test over different years. And that's not to say people that don't have honesty in their top strength are not honest people, but it depends how naturally that comes to you. So for me, it's very natural. And I've been hearing, especially lately, people thanking me for my honesty and telling me, you know what, it's such a rare thing these days. Thank you. And I'm like, what? Thank you for what? I just purely spoke my mind. And okay, I spoke it nicely. I put it gracefully to whoever was on the receiving end of it. But for me, it's like, well, it's no big deal. But it is a big deal. That's why I'm here. Because I realize there is a general societal pattern. I think it's not dishonesty, but it's just like what I'll call normalized fakeness. It's like we don't make the effort to be honest. Or when we get given the choice, we just stay in a neutral position. What will just fly by, what will just go with the flow. And we actually don't feel the need. We're certainly not compelled. And we usually prefer to just not go there unless we really have to. So I think it's just a general tendency. And it being Scorpio season now, I really think this shines the light on this isn't okay collectively. We can do better than this, and that would greatly improve our relationships if we did. Because that pattern of, not really sharing our real thoughts is very pervasive and contagious, and we can all keep going that way. And having the likes of Instagram and our communication being very digital fully support that. Allows us to kind of just stay in the neutral, politely correct space. We don't have to, because people don't see our faces. We don't have to put it into words. We can even ask ChatGPT to come up with the perfect thing to say. So we don't really need to be honest anymore. But the thing too, we still have things that don't work for us and they bother us. And we just swallow and push that down and then hope for something to magically change, right? And that is not a strategy. And the thing is, I'm not saying we need to massively speak up, but we need to start breaking that mold of just going with the flow and think that we don't need to, we just plod along with that. The root cause of this, the first one is fear. And we might not realize it, but it's really that vibration of, if I say something, if I'm being really honest, because, my point of view is quite different here, I might not be liked. I might be judged negatively. And I might be losing something or someone. Okay? Well, newsflash anyway, you be judged all day long, whether you like it or not. So by not actually being honest, you're not decreasing that amount of judgment. I don't think so. But the thing is, there's the second root cause here underneath all of that. And I call that protection over self-love. It's kind of that, let's choose safety over me. My definition of self-love is when you want to give yourself what you deserve and what you deeply desire. It's like you'll serve yourself first and you don't accept less than what you're worth. That's self-love for me. It's saying, you know what? I love myself here. So I'm going to give myself what I want. And I'm going to say to that person something because that's not good for me. And the thing is, we might not love ourselves enough to ask for what it is that we want and what we need and to release that external judgment. That is very difficult. It's the hardest thing in life, I think. If you can master self-love, the world is your oyster. But it comes all the way down to that. It's like if you actually felt kind of really so much love towards yourself, you will feel strong enough to share. You will feel the motivation and the courage sometimes to speak your mind. The thing is, you have to start with yourself. You need to start being honest with yourself first before you can be honest with anybody. And that is tough, especially we're just not used to really ask ourselves those questions. We just go on automatic pilot. But if you start somewhere, start there. There's no point trying to be honest with other people if you're not honest with yourself first. So start practicing those little questions with yourself as you go through your days. Is this working? Is this job working? Are you enjoying this? What are you doing today? Are you enjoying your weekends? Is this person or activity giving to you? How do you feel after you spend time with such and such? Do you want to go to that thing on the weekend? Do you want to do this thing over and over? Do you want to keep going with that? What do you need right now? These just sound like simple questions, but I don't think many of us have time or take the time for those questions. So if you take anything from today, is just start, pause right now. What have you got on today? Be honest with yourself. What excites you? What are you most looking forward to? And what doesn't? And what's not working for you? And how are you feeling today? And what do you need right now? To practice that regular kind of honesty talk with yourself. Like a muscle, it will build over time. Because if you don't know how you're feeling and what you want, you can't be honest with other people. And it's in watching those inner spaces in your life and how you react to things. That's when you notice, oh, I'm not liking this. Or this doesn't sit very well with me. Or I feel confused here. Something is a bit off. Or, oh my God, I love that. This feels really good. Oh, I feel excited here. Like, how often do we actually notice those things in our lives? Honesty starts from that. Like, these are the roots. And honesty branches out from that. If you don't know what works for you and how you're feeling, you can't be honest. So this is the season of introspection. So go for it, really, and go deep and be honest with yourself. What's working, what's not? And then you can start telling people. And when you do, you need to put it nicely. Things like, I would really like if. And like, by all means, use ChatGPT to help you put it in the right words. But tell ChatGPT what you want the content to be. It can't be your honesty box. You need to fit it the message, and it can help you put it in very nice words. And when you do, my bet is you'll probably come across as refreshing to other people because you're breaking the mold. That seriously is just keeping us all limited and bored and a bit drained, having to keep up, appearances and just like skimming the surface. It's tiring, isn't it? And the thing is, if you're honest with someone and it doesn't land well, it doesn't work out, you lose something as a result of it, then it's on them, not on you. And it wasn't meant to be. Those people are not right in your life, or those things are not for you. So you've got to be comfortable with life and with others, and not try to control the outcome by not revealing things, or manipulating a little bit. That's what we're talking about here. Choose honesty, choose being real, and then life will happen, life will respond. You're not meant to adjust and tweak like that, because then you might be keeping people around you that shouldn't be there. You might be involved in jobs or activities or relationships that are not right for you. And you are maintaining that because you are not letting yourself speak up and speak to yourself about what's really going on. So when you have a choice in any situation, choose honesty, because you choose yourself. And remember, go down and find out how it is that you feel. And just be refreshingly honest. Whether you are in a job interview, you are having a conversation with your partner, you are in a conflict, you are discussing what you want to do for the next holidays. All of those things, especially with other people, choose honesty. And let's all choose honesty more often, because you will give permission to other people to be. And there are plenty of people who do want to be, they're just stuck in fear. So they need your permission, they need your inspiration. And as you do that, you will build your self-confidence, and your self-love will flourish more and more. And honesty brings more honesty. It compounds. Because when you start being authentic and true to yourself, no matter what the consequences might be, and you live your life from the inside out that way, you rewire everything. You don't go back, kind of trying to fit in within the boxes and the constraints that you're being given. So that was my message for you today. I know, pretty deep, and I hope I've opened some doors in your thinking. But it's not like some people have got honesty in their toolkit and some don't. We really need to make that conscious effort to feel free to speak and to listen to ourselves and to honor ourselves. So I'm going to leave you with that. And your homework for this week is to have a deep, honest look with yourself right now. And what do you want to tell yourself? Therefore, listen to that and see what you want to do next. Take care, everyone. Have a beautiful week and honest Scorpio season. And I will talk to you in the Coaching Corner next week. Bye, everyone.